New product time. I have gotten numerous requests over the last couple of years for some topographical lines in a trim to fit format. And I came up with a few different designs, put them on the site. They are live and ready for purchase. I've got a little model here just to sort of show you how things will go. I made some topographical lines in 3 different scales. So there's a small scale, a medium scale, and a large scale. And of course, there's different colors of the topographical lines. And which scale you choose is up to you and how you want to characterize your rig. I'm going to start by going through the different scales. This is the large scale. And I did this one in a black. Now, these are printed on a very high performance clear vinyl with an extremely aggressive adhesive. So it's, rest assured designed for rock crawling. You can scrape it against rocks, especially if you upgrade to a 10 or 13 mil finish. There's different thicknesses you can choose. If you want a very low profile, you can choose a 6 mil, a medium thickness profile, 13, and it goes up to 23. I wouldn't really recommend the 23 unless you've got a big 1/5 scale truck or something even larger than that. For now, I'm printing these on the clear material with a clear backer liner so that you can see when I give you some examples here through it and to illustrate how it's clear. When you get it in your hands, it's going to be a brown release liner. So when you get it, don't think to yourself, oh no, it's got a brown background. No, when you peel it off, it'll be clear vinyl, just like this. This one, just like I said, happens to have a clear polyester liner. So this is the large scale in black. This one is a small scale in a gray contour line. And these actually have a white preprint that goes down to give it some opacity when you go to apply it to different colored rigs, which really adds to the complexity of these prints. This one is white topographical lines at a small scale. This is one of my more favorite ones here. This is the medium scale, and it's done with red topographical lines. And I've laminated this one so its finish is about 10 mil thick. And you can see how nice that looks. It comes with some extras up top here, so a QR code so that you can go to the installation video section and learn a few things before you start your video. Now, all of these will actually come printed about 12 inches by 28.5 this way. And I've split the design down the center and mirrored it. And the reason I did this was because if you're going to trim this out and you want to put it, across the door, the bottom of the door, you can even go across clear windows. And because it's got a white backer print behind every line, it'll show up nicely on the clear instead of being semi-translucent. You're going to need a mirror image for the other side. And because this is a large pattern, in order to achieve that, I gave you 2 mirrored images. So you can take what you need from here and here, for example, to do the left and right sides of your rig. And then, the hood and the back, if you choose to do that, you can take from anywhere. There are numerous different colors available from the drop-down menus within the product listing. Yellow, red, gray, purple, white, black, you name it. Make sure that when you plan your project out, you get a color that you think is going to look good. So, for example, I will show you how some of these look on this gray Traxxas Defender. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick little example of what you can do with these and the unlimited possibilities. You can take this rack off, cover the roof with a red or a yellow, whatever the case may be. I think it's really exciting product because you can be unlike everyone else if you want to be. You can even have these finished in a metallic flake finish and it still maintain its clear aspect. You can put a matte finish on them during checkout. Lots of opportunity. Now, this is a very small scale, so I am going to use the medium scale, just personal preference, And I'm gonna pick out something from this that I think would look good just on the top of the hood right here. So I went with this right here, and I'm gonna show you how I would go about putting this on. These are small enough, you can do a dry apply or a wet apply. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna cut this out a little bit wider than what I need, like this. And then what I can do is sort of see where I am here. I kind of like that. I think I'm gonna maybe cut this back a little bit here so that I can get more of it there. That looks good. And again, I just want to I don't want to come down over this edge. Again, it's just personal preference. You can if you want. If you're gonna go over edges and hard turns like this, I'd recommend going with the thinner 6 mil. This is the 13 mil, and you can see it's pretty rigid. So I don't wanna, even though I think it could go down over that, no problem, it'll be a little bit more challenging to do this and that. So I kinda like the way that that looks right there, and I am going to do a dry apply on this. I'll show you how to do that. I'm gonna take some isopropyl alcohol. It's 99%. You can get that at Walmart or any other hardware store. And I'm just gonna clean the hood up a little bit there. One of the things I thought about doing was taking this Defender logo and putting it back over top. But I think what I'm gonna do is actually just stop the install there and right there. So my hands are nice and clean. You gotta make sure your hands are clean. You can take it off. You can see here's that clear liner without disturbing the adhesive, because you don't wanna get your fingerprints on there if you can help it. You can just bring this in here and lay that down like that. I am going to lift it up and just move it a little bit here. That looks good. I've got a felt tip squeegee, and I'm just going to push that down just like that, doing my best to keep the air bubbles out. So I'm gonna get back here with my thumb and push down like that. So now I'm gonna need a little bit of heat to get it to go down around the edges of the hood. I'm gonna hold my heat gun back. And I think what I'm gonna do is use one of my wrap gloves. This wrap glove is made by a company called Vivid Vinyl. You can get these on Amazon. They're relatively cheap. They're good to keep if you're a hobbyist. And what this will do is reduce the friction, especially on a small product like this. So I'm gonna work this down while it's warm. I can see I've already lost some of my heat, so I'm gonna need to add some more. And you just have to be patient with it. But you can see this high quality material easily conforms, even at 13 mil, to this hood line. And you may want to remove this cage or different accessories you have on your rig when you're doing this. I didn't, because I'm in a hurry to get this video done for you guys. So in order to get a nice clean cut, and I've already done one on this side, but I haven't come across the front here, you want to take a nice sharp X-Acto blade and a hobby knife and keep a low angle like so, and just come across like this where you want it to be. I'm not cutting quite all the way through the truck, into the truck. I'm just sort of scoring it. And once you do that, you can get a nice clean peel back there, just like that, okay? I do have to trim this stuff up here. That's why you're seeing a little bit of a gloss up there, because it's kind of sitting up on edge. So I'm gonna come back here and mirror the other side like this. I have a little bit of trim work to do here because I didn't go quite deep enough. And I just pull it off, and you can see how this is cleaning up really nice, okay? I'm not gonna go up here and trim all this on camera. I think you get it. If I did, I would take this cage off so I could get a very nice finish there. But you can see just how nice this could turn out, especially if you do more through the back. Again, this is the medium scale in red, but I think that there are other options here that would be quite attractive. I could imagine this gray coming up onto the windows that matches the gray of the body here. That would look really cool. Use your imagination, play with the different options in the customizer when you're placing the order if you like, and let your imagination run wild. Thanks for watching.